You know the phrase, easy to learn, hard to master? Well, FireWhip is more like hard to learn, hard to master. Sure, you're holding a whip made of fire that can chew through enemies like a blowtorch through butter, but that doesn't mean you're an overpowered, invincible murder machine. For starters, you need to master the physics of the whip. Like a real rope, your FireWhip ain't all that useful if you just wiggle it about on the floor. It only becomes a deadly killing utensil when spun around fast, or even better, cracked. You'll want to learn though, because it's satisfying to pull off a good hit, or fend off a great mob of enemies, or unleash a crack which results in a screen-shaking, enemy-eviscerating boom. Also, you need to keep your whip alight. Excessive spinning burns out your rope, and cracking instantly extinguishes your flame. And you need to remember that baddies aren't totally stupid and won't walk into a spinning whip. You have to lure them in close before slashing their faces with your FireWhip. This makes for a game that keeps you thinking and on your toes. There's zero room for screen mashing or button bashing. Instead, you need to consider each situation carefully and act accordingly, a dozen times a minute. Especially when new types of enemy appear, like a tank that takes 4 hits, bullets that must be whipped out of the sky, and shields that only break when cracked. Thankfully, everything is taught in a thoughtful challenge mode that acts like a tutorial. Ultimately, it's worth taking time to learn, because once you get it, FireWhip is a sizzling little score attack game that feels great to play, it has a dirty rock soundtrack, and it lets you make animated GIFs out of your death throes. This is a game that takes time and dedication to learn, but once you grasp it, this is a sharp, compulsive little arcade blast.